Hello friends, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today's video is on healthy foods during pregnancy. Pregnancy is a very joyful and happy time in the life of a woman. And as the pregnancy progresses and the child develops in the womb, this can also become quite challenging. Pregnancy demands very good nourishment for the good development of the baby as well as the health of the mother. So, for this nourishment, one of the very basic things we need is good protein. And since this is a channel devoted to vegetarian food, especially for vegetarians, where can we get our protein from? Basically, our source of protein is the dairy products, that is milk and curd, and also all the dals and pulses and any dry fruits like almonds. So these are all our good sources of protein which a pregnant mother should take in good quantity. Another very important nutrient is folic acid, especially for the development of the baby to avoid any abnormalities, any neural tube defects. Folic acid has to be taken right from pregnancy, or I would even say right from the time you are planning to conceive. It is a very essential nutrient for the proper development of the child. Apart from this, iron is another very good nutrient because, especially in India, we find many women are anemic, and during pregnancy, iron is of great importance. In today's fashion environment, as you would call it, teenage girls go on very strict diets, which really is not good for them in the long run. And I remember even my mother and grandmother saying that the kind of nutrition you give today is what is going to help you tomorrow when you become a mother yourself. So, young girls should really concentrate on taking good, nutritious, healthy food. And especially once you're married and you have decided that you want to conceive, then you have to give a lot of importance to good nourishment. So then, what should you eat? Basically, keep your diet natural, fresh, and hygienic. Do not eat any stale food, and please don't go anywhere near any junk food. Once a woman is pregnant, especially in the first trimester, many women tend to feel very nauseous and they just start vomiting at the very sight of food, and even the smell of cooking many people cannot stand. But at the same time, they have to eat. Their vomiting starts right in the morning. One small tip for this would be to keep a pack of crackers or biscuits at your bedside. So, morning, just as you get up, even before you brush your teeth, maybe because once you brush your teeth, sorry. So, this morning sickness, as it is otherwise called, starts as soon as you get up very often. So, the main point is your stomach should not be empty. This helps a lot to avoid this morning sickness. So, keep this packet of biscuits or crackers by your bedside and have one or two as soon as you get up. That really helps. Another tip is eat small meals frequently, that is every 2 hours have something to eat, because you will not be able to eat large meals, you will not have a good appetite, the sight of food will make you vomit. At the same time, you need nourishment, so you can do both these things. And when you're vomiting, sometimes it can get pretty serious and the woman has to be admitted and given drips. To avoid all that, keep yourself well hydrated. Drink plenty of water. So, to make up for the body fluids which have been lost because of vomiting, take plenty of water, take plenty of nariyal pani, that is tender coconut water, fruit juices, milkshakes, whatever you feel like taking, so that all these body fluids are not lost. As I said earlier, the three important things which we should increase in our daily diet is the amount of milk which we should take, which is a very important source of protein for us. Milk in any form, as plain milk or as a milkshake, or you add some saffron to it and take, that is also good. And also dals, which are again good source of protein. Take dals which are well cooked and easily digestible. And in the dal itself, you can add some green leafy vegetables to make it healthier. Add some palak or any other green leaves to it, it becomes healthier. And also take some dry fruits like almonds or walnuts. These are also good. Then during the second and third trimester, there might be a tendency for constipation also. So to avoid that, again take plenty of fresh fruits that will help to counteract it. And also your supply of other minerals, vitamins, iron and folic acid, all this can be got in your diet through taking lot of spinach and other greens. Try to include some greens apart from one green vegetable in your diet. So let us say you are having rice, dal, then have one vegetable. Let's say you are making a beans curry, beans dry curry. Then you can have one greens, whatever, whether it is palak or methi or any amaranth, whatever greens, and a curd. This gives a very balanced diet, and of course, you can add ghee to it because fat is also required for the total nourishment. The doctor would have prescribed for you iron supplements, folic acid, and also calcium supplements. Apart from this, our food should also provide us with these nutrients. So, if you have a kind of routine every day, for example, let us say you get up around 6:37 in the morning. So, first thing in the morning, as I told you, to avoid your morning sickness, have a very light snack, say two biscuits or rusk or crackers, or it could even just be a fruit like an apple, which is also very healthy. Then around 9 o'clock, when you have your breakfast, you have a nutritious light simple breakfast. It could be poha, it could be upma, it could be idli, along with a fruit if you have not had it in the morning, and a glass of milk. And you can also make it more nutritious and interesting. Let us say you can even have a kind of a tikki sometimes. You mix some besan, that is gram flour, wheat flour, add some cut palak leaves, that is spinach leaves in it, add some salt and chili powder and ajwain to it, make it all into a dough, and then flatten them out into tikkis and cook them on the tawa. That can also be an interesting breakfast for you in the morning. So have a good breakfast in the morning, again accompanied with a fruit and a glass of milk. Try to have small frequent meals. So when you got up, you had two biscuits. At 9 o'clock, you had your breakfast. Now around 11 o'clock, you have a mid-morning snack. You can have a nutritious soup if you like, maybe palak soup or tomato soup or beetroot soup, whatever you feel like taking. Or maybe another day, it need not be a soup every day. One day you have a soup. Another day, maybe you could have some fresh fruit juice like sweet lime or musambi juice. And maybe another day you could have tender coconut water, which is very good, or even a glass of buttermilk. All these things can come as a mid morning snack around 11 o'clock. Then at 1 o'clock, when it is time for your lunch, you have your traditional lunch. If you're a South Indian, maybe you will be having a rice, and a North Indian, maybe chapatis or parathas might be your staple meal. So for your lunch, in fact, let us say you're having rice, dal, sabji, and some curd. Or if you're having curd rice, you can make it more interesting by adding some cucumber and grated carrot to it, which will also add to the nutrition. And if you're having roti and dal, to the dal add some green leaves, which again make it more nutritious and enhance the taste also. Or you can just have a dal khichdi, which is again a very, very healthy, balanced food. This can be your lunch, which you take in good quantity. Then in the evening, say around 4 or 5, again you can have a light snack. You can even soak some of these pulses like kabuli chana or black chana. Boil it very well, saute it lightly, and make it like a sundal and have. This is a very good source of protein for you. Or you can have some dry fruits at this time in the evenings. You can munch on some dry fruits or even some roasted groundnuts. Or another interesting thing would be to get some a nice good glass of milkshake. Just bananas, milk, sugar, or if you don't want sugar, you can add honey and also add some dry fruits to it. Blend it all together in a mixie and have a good large glass of a milkshake. This will keep the hunger pangs away and also provide you with good nutrients. By around 7:30 or 8, finish your dinner. Don't eat very late. 7:30 would be ideal. Have your dinner. Let's say you had rice for lunch, then maybe you can have roti for dinner or whatever is your usual pattern. Don't vary too much from your regular pattern because your body is accustomed to a certain kind of food. Have your dinner, make it nutritious and light. Then at bedtime, before going to sleep, have another glass of milk. This way, your total quantity of milk is distributed through the day, which meets all your nutrient requirements. See, many people will, once a person knows you're pregnant, you'll be flooded with everybody wanting to give you advice on what you should eat and what you should not eat, and so many other things. At times, you might get confused also. And the safest thing is to listen to what your elders say, your grandmothers, or any other elder at home, your nani or dadi, whoever is there, because their wisdom is the greatest. I personally believe so. And they have been doing it for years, depending on the region in which you are brought up. So, those practices also have a very good effect. Best is sticking to your roots. And many people might tell you also that you should start eating for two. No, as it is, you don't feel like eating, you don't have an appetite, and the sight of food makes you vomit. Where am I going to eat for two is what you might be thinking. But as I said, distribute the food over many meals so that you get the nutrition. And secondly, see, in pregnancy, you need about 300-350 calories more per day. This can easily be obtained by eating, say, two extra parathas, say one paratha extra for lunch and one paratha extra for dinner. And your extra calories are made up easily. And apart from that, now let me tell you about certain foods which you should avoid. Try not to eat foods which are difficult to digest. So even your pulses should be very well cooked. If they are difficult to digest, it can form some gas and cause constipation. So all your dal, see that they are very well cooked. And generally, there are certain beliefs. We don't eat papaya. Papaya, they say that it might cause abortion. Of course, nowadays there are very views on this, and people say only raw papaya you should not eat, whatever it is. I feel it is better to avoid it. Again, pineapple, people generally avoid. And also sesame seeds, that is till seeds also, because these are known to cause uterine contractions. So we do not give these foods to a pregnant woman. And remember, according to our Vedic tradition, our Ayurveda, pregnancy is both about ahara and vichara. Ahara means food, and vichara means thought. So the baby gets nourished not only by the food you eat, but also by the thoughts and the attitude of the woman who is pregnant. And all this also matter a lot in developing a good and healthy child. One more thing in foods to be avoided, please don't eat any junk food. To the maximum possible level, try to eat food which has been prepared at home so that you are sure about what it contains and you can prepare it very hygienically, and especially avoid products which contain this Ajinomoto or MSG. That is also not advised for pregnant women. So generally avoid all junk food. So we need all our nutrients, that is proteins, iron, calcium, vitamin D, folic acid, vitamin C, everything from our food. And for calcium absorption, vitamin D is very essential. And the best source of vitamin D is sunlight. So go for small walks every day. It doesn't mean that you have to just lie down, unless, of course, the doctor has prescribed total bed rest. Then please do as the doctor says. But go for small walks in the morning or evening. That will also help you to feel better. Avoid all colas, and of course, I need not say about alcohol and smoking. Pregnant or not pregnant, please don't go anywhere near it. And another thing is, as I said, your thoughts. The attitude of the woman is very, very important. And for this, the entire family has to contribute. And that is why in our culture, we celebrate it with so many events. Maybe in her 5th month or 7th month of pregnancy, there is a kind of a baby shower kind of a function where the woman is decked up with bangles and flowers and there are ladies singing. All this add to her happiness. And surround yourself with positive thoughts. If you have negative thoughts, those thoughts also will be passed on to your child. So surround yourself with positive thoughts, surround yourself with positive music. Don't have any stressful situation. Try to avoid such situations. Always go about with a smile on your face. And babies in the womb, remember, they can hear. So listen to good music, and depending on your religion, recite good shlokas and good prayers for your child. The well-being of the child is very, very important. And once the entire family cares for the pregnant woman, the girl herself feels very happy and will enjoy every moment of her pregnancy. So do take care, and take care of yourself and take care of the baby too. Don't watch movies which have too much of violence in them, or very loud music or very loud noise. These are all going to disturb the child in the womb also. Surround yourself with pleasant pictures around you so that you feel happy through the day, and that happiness is transmitted to your child also. These are all general guidelines which I have given you. Please listen to your gynecologist. Your doctor is your best friend. Take care and come back to Geeta's Kitchen for more such interesting videos. Thank you.